One of the ways God hides things is through a covenant. One of the ways God exposes himself to men is through a covenant, because a covenant is both an insurance and a security system. There is no transaction that can be done between God and a man. There is no transaction that can be done between a spirit and a man without a covenant, because every transaction that is going to be carried out, the consequences and the effects after are going to be predicated upon the strength of that covenant. What covenant have you made with God? In the days when the chips are down, in the days when it feels like giving up becomes an option, what is going to sustain you is a covenant. And that's what the Bible says. God speaking in his word. He said, God spoke to David in the book of Psalms chapter 89. He says, my covenant will I not break, neither will I alter the thing that is gone out of my mouth. He said, once have I sworn to David, and I will not lie. A man who has not got covenant with God, a man who does not have a covenant pact with God, is a man who is not yet intentional about his work with God. One of the things covenant does is they bring about our intentionality in our pursuit with God against all odds. It is on the strength of a covenant a man can rise and say, if I perish, I perish. What covenant have you put in place? What covenant have you put in place financially? What covenant have you put in place maritally? What covenant have you put in place ministerially? Every area and aspect of our life is supposed to be guarded by a covenant. A man is formidable. A man is indestructible, not just because he chooses to, but on the strength of a covenant. What covenant are you? What covenant have you put in place? What covenant can God look at and say, this is a man I can trust? You are only different from the other believer on the strength of your covenant walk with God. Lift your voice and appreciate him 1 minute.